66 million years ago, the Earth was a world ruled by giants. Dinosaurs of every imaginable kind roamed its lands. Towering herbivores with long necks grazed in endless forests. Massive predators with razor-sharp teeth stalked prey across wide floodplains, and armored beasts defended themselves with spikes, plates, and clubs. The oceans were filled with marine reptiles like mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, while the skies were dominated by enormous flying reptiles, the pterosaurs. Life thrived in almost every corner of the planet, and the balance of ecosystems had evolved over millions of years to support this incredible variety. The world was warm, lush, and vibrant. Flowering plants had recently spread across the continents, offering new food sources. Insects buzzed in great numbers, pollinating plants and providing food for small reptiles and early mammals. It was a thriving, dynamic world, and it seemed unstoppable. Yet, above Earth's atmosphere, beyond the reach of any living creature's senses, a silent threat approached. A massive asteroid, traveling through the vacuum of space, was on a collision course with Earth. It was roughly 6 to 10 miles wide, a rocky monster moving faster than 20 times the speed of sound. Its impact would not just scar the Earth, it would change the course of life forever. The moment of impact was sudden and catastrophic. The asteroid struck in what is today the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, near a shallow sea. The force of the collision released more energy than 1 billion Hiroshima-sized atomic bombs. The ground liquefied under the enormous pressures, while the asteroid and much of the Earth's crust at the site vaporized instantly. In seconds, an enormous crater, more than 100 miles wide and several miles deep, was carved into the planet. The impact threw vast amounts of rock, dust, and sulfur high into the atmosphere. Shock waves radiated outward at unimaginable speeds, flattening everything for hundreds of miles. Forests were incinerated. Anything living within a wide radius was obliterated almost instantly. But the devastation did not end there. Fires broke out around the world as molten debris, blasted into space by the impact, rained back down through the atmosphere. These fragments heated the air to oven-like temperatures, igniting wildfires across entire continents. Animals and plants that survived the initial shock now faced a burning world, where survival became almost impossible. Giant tsunamis, hundreds of feet high, raced across ancient oceans, drowning coastlines and reshaping landscapes. Meanwhile, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions shook the Earth as the planet absorbed the massive blow. Yet the most lethal effects were still to come. The dust, ash, and aerosols thrown into the atmosphere formed a thick blanket around the planet, blocking sunlight. In a matter of days, the Earth was plunged into a deep darkness. Photosynthesis halted. Plants, deprived of sunlight, withered and died. Herbivores that depended on these plants began to starve, and the carnivores that preyed on them soon followed. Temperatures plummeted in what scientists call an impact winter. Global temperatures may have dropped by as much as 10 degrees Celsius or more. The freezing conditions lasted for months, maybe even years. Acid rain, formed by vaporized sulfur from the Earth's crust, further poisoned the land and waters, making survival even harder. This catastrophic chain of events caused what is known as the Cretaceous Paleogene (KPG) extinction event. Around 75% of all species on Earth vanished, including most marine reptiles, many types of plankton, countless plant species, and of course, the non-avian dinosaurs. Not all dinosaurs were wiped out. A small group of feathered dinosaurs, the ancestors of modern birds, survived the devastation. Their smaller size, higher adaptability, and perhaps their ability to find shelter or migrate helped them endure the catastrophic conditions. Today, every bird we see, from sparrows to eagles, carries the legacy of the dinosaurs in their DNA. Mammals, too, survived. Before the asteroid impact, mammals had lived mostly in the shadows of dinosaurs. They were small, mostly nocturnal, and had diversified into a variety of ecological niches without ever challenging the dominance of their reptilian rulers. But after the extinction event, with the giants gone, mammals rapidly evolved and diversified. They grew larger, filled empty ecosystems, and eventually gave rise to primates, and much later, to humans. Over millions of years, Earth's ecosystems recovered. New plants evolved, forests returned, and animal life rebounded. But the world was never quite the same. Without the dinosaurs, a different path of evolution unfolded, one that allowed mammals to become the dominant large animals on the planet. Today, when scientists dig into ancient rocks and find the telltale layer rich in iridium, a rare metal more common in asteroids than on Earth, they find evidence of that ancient catastrophe. Beneath that layer lie the fossils of a lost world. Above it, signs of the new life that would eventually lead to us. The extinction of the dinosaurs was not just an end, but also a beginning. It was a moment of profound transformation, reshaping life on Earth and setting the stage for the world we know today. The dinosaurs' story did not end in total obliteration. It continues, in every bird that flies, in every fossil we uncover, and in every mystery we still seek to understand about that fateful day when a world changed forever.